Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your gorgeous upline, your chief, here representing the great ones, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, for his Wednesday message. Alright, and this is right after VCon. I think 2 weeks after VCon. It's been crazy. I managed to spend some time at home, but still have to go to the office, meet the other warriors of Dato Sri Vijay to plan the remainder of the year, to plan 2026. We're already planning it. So we'll announce all our events so you can plan your life. And then this weekend, I fly all the way to Europe, to the beautiful city of Roma, Italy, all right, for the Achievers Club with the platinums, diamonds, and blue diamonds, and with the great ones, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. And stay glued to my social media. Loreen will be with me. We're going to do some crazy stuff. And I'm starting my podcast. What is a podcast? I don't know. Loreen knows. All right, so I'm doing my first podcast, which will be on Spotify and on my YouTube channel. Audio in Spotify, video on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So you get podcasts. What's a podcast? I don't know. But supposedly they're buying me a very nice microphone to use in my podcast. So let's try the podcast. First podcast from Roma, Italia. All right. So welcome to my Wednesday message. And this Wednesday message is a bit deep. So empty your cup, open your hearts, all right, and listen to your chief. If there's one thing I've learned in 27 years from Japa, from Dato Sri Vijay, from my mother, God bless her soul, from all my teachers throughout my life, including life itself, is that our lives revolves around relationships. Unless you are living in a cave alone in the Himalayas, that means you won't be watching my Wednesday message because there's no internet or phone service. But our life, our existence is about connection to people. And if you're building your business to max out, and that's your goal, to max out, to achieve financial freedom, especially in network marketing, it's even more about relationships, more about human connections, more about that relationship. And if you look at business and relationships traditionally have no connection. All right? But in network marketing, business and relationship have 100% connection. It is actually the most important element of your journey to max out. And I've made this statement many times in past Wednesday message, in my videos, that the size of your commission every week, the size of your network, and how fast your network grows is completely dependent on the strength of the relationships you have with your uplines, with your downlines, and with the people connected with you. Because I think if there's one thing that decides your positivity, your mojo, your power, your I don't care, I love it, is the relationships. That I am who I am today, and I'm able to do what I do today as your uplines and as a loyal downline to Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. It's because of the relationships I have. The friends, the brothers, the sisters, the people I love, my family. All right? It's because of that these relationships become your source of power. That these relationships become your source of confidence. That these relationships become the source of happiness, peace, love, gratefulness, appreciation. All right? It's all based on the strength of your relationships. And we teach so much in network marketing, from how to find your dream, how to do the presentation, how to do follow through, how to handle objection. And I just feel that not enough people talk about the power of relationships. So today, if you are planning to build a team, whether you are new, halfway through the journey, and especially if you're already successful, I think the most important skill you need, the most important attitude you need, is the understanding of how to build relationships that will last. Because it's easy to build short-term connections. Hello, how are you? Alright? It's very easy to be likable for 1 hour, for 2 hours. Because you have the ability to show the best you can show. You understand? You wear your most beautiful mask. But you cannot wear that mask forever. Alright? And relationships in network marketing is not for 2 hours. It's not for 1 day. The relationships I have with the core, the alliance, the V partners, with Arun, Adli, Sati, David, are relationships that have crossed over 20 years. That is a long, long, long relationship. Alright? That is a very, very, very long relationship. And a lot of people don't understand the basics, the fundamentals of building, sustaining a relationship. The first thing that you need to understand about the relationship is that it must come from a good place. Alright? That relationship must come with good intentions. If your intent is bad, if your intent is to use, abuse, or treat them just as BV, or just to get your check, that means the relationship is starting from a negative place. The relationship is starting from bad intentions. That every relationship you begin must start from the best intentions. It must come from a place of care, of love, of wanting to serve, wanting to help them rise and improve their lives. Alright? That is the beginning of every relationship, the intent. Alright? So even if you fall in love, boyfriend, girlfriend, your intent must be good. It cannot be just to have a girlfriend or boyfriend. Your intent must be to care, to love, to be there for them, to support them in their darkest hour. Same in network marketing, that everyone you sign up, your intent, your intention must be pure and good. And whoever I sign up, all of you, my downlines, my intention towards you is to help you rise, to help you max out one day, inshallah, to help you become a better version of yourself. And that's the intent of Japa and Dato when they started a relationship with me. Do you understand? So the intent of that relationship is very, very important. That you start with the best intention, the purest intention, the good intention. Second, you must face the reality that no two people are the same. There's no two people are the same. Never compare one downline to another. Never compare one child to another. Never compare yourself with another person. Because no two people are the same. That one strategy of building a relationship may not work with everyone. Some people like to talk. Some people don't like to talk. Alright? Some people like messaging you 200 times a day. Some people message you once a week. Doesn't mean one relationship is stronger, one relationship is weaker. It's just that the two people are different. So you must have the ability to adapt, adjust, accommodate to the different personalities in every relationship. The third point, what destroys most relationships, what makes every relationship painful, is expectation. Because everyone has different expectations. One downline expects you to hold their hand, alright, all the way. Okay, they call you, you must run. Alright, you must do closing for them, presentation for them, everything for them. One downline only wants one phone call a week just to get a bit of power. You understand? A bit of motivation. All right? And the best way to manage a relationship is to manage expectation. Both ways. What you expect from your downline, what your downline expects from you. And that expectation conversation must be a serious conversation, not a light conversation. It must be a serious conversation. What I expect from you, what you expect from me. You understand? That's the foundation of every relationship. That's the foundation of every relationship. What is the expectation? Because people only get disappointed when expectation is not met, especially in network marketing. Why downlines get upset with uplines? Why people break away? Why there's conflict in network marketing? We are just, doing a business together. All right? Why brothers can stop talking to each other? Why people get divorced? Why people fight? It's all because of expectation. And the minute you discuss your expectation openly and constantly discuss it, because expectation changes, If you are my new downline, you have certain expectation. If you are my biggest leader, you have certain expectation. You understand? And this conversation of expectation must happen constantly to manage a relationship. All right? And I explain to you why. The end goal of every relationship is to establish loyalty. That's the end goal. Once you have loyalty, you go to sleep with a smile on your face. Because the end goal of reaching this, all right, end of your journey, of that relationship, is to reach a point where there's no longer doubt. You know that person will be there for you in your darkest hour. That person will be there for you at their inconvenience, not only at their convenience. Because it's very easy to have a convenient relationship. But I don't like convenient relationships. Because anyone can be a sunny day friend. I like rainy day friends. You understand? I like people who are there for me when life is difficult. When I didn't have money to buy food. I remember those friends. When I was not chief, you understand? And not a max out king. When I was a nobody, who was there? And the next point, after managing expectation, is ultimately the key to a relationship is to show them who you really are. Don't be a hypocrite. Stop wearing a mask. What I appreciate about people who are close to me is what I see is what I get. Do you understand? What I see is what I get. I think that is the most important part of establishing a strong relationship. All right? And the next point of a relationship, don't be that person who's willing to listen to everyone. Be there for everyone. But you don't tell people how you feel. That you don't share your heart with them. And many people don't like to do this because they think they are a burden to others. No. When people come and tell me, Chief, can I talk to you? I have something in my heart. I feel very proud that they chose me. I feel very proud that they came to me. The same way, if you have 20 friends, 30 friends, 30 downlines, it's okay to share with them what you feel in your heart also. Do you understand? Because in every relationship, you don't have to be always the strongest one. You can be vulnerable. You can share what's in your heart. You can tell people that you have a bad day. If you can't tell your downlines, tell your uplines. You understand? Negative up, positive down. But don't be the person that everyone goes to and you don't go to anyone. Because then you will one day have a meltdown. One day you will snap. One day you will not be able to take the burden of your organization. So it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to want to just speak to a friend. It's okay to call your upline and say, hey, can I just have coffee? I have no agenda. I have nothing to talk about. I just want someone to talk to. You understand? I think in every relationship, everything is two ways. Everything must be two ways. You understand? I'm sure Japa and Dato have that kind of relationship. And sometimes even they just invite me for a cup of coffee just to talk about life. Alright, so show people who you truly are, even your weaknesses, because you cannot keep hiding them forever. One day the truth will come out of who you are, what's your greatest fear, if you have any fears left. And it's better people know you. When people know who you are and you're willing to tell them who you really are, people actually get closer to you, not further away from you. Do you understand? The next point of relationship is the best way to be a best friend, the best way to be a best upline, the best way to be a good networker or a good friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, brother, sister, father, son, daughter, mother, is not to strengthen only the relationship, but to become a better version of yourself. Do you understand? Just focus on becoming a better you, and I promise you, the relationship will become better. The connection will become better. Don't focus on the relationship. Focus on you. Focus on the other person improving, growing, evolving. And the key to a relationship, successful series of relationships, is that everyone should grow together. Everyone should evolve together. No one should be left behind. That we never leave our friends behind. We never leave our downlines behind. Even if the person is not performing today, in 3 years, they could be the next max out king and queen. Don't abandon people at their lowest point. Be there for them at their lowest point. Be there for them at their highest point. But never leave anyone behind. If somebody calls you a friend, somebody calls you an upline, somebody calls you a brother, a sister, they must be able to count on you. Don't judge them. Be there for them. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Remember that. And the ultimate purpose of all of this, alright, is to reach a point where your relationship evolves just by connection, just from a relationship to a point of loyalty. And what is loyalty? Loyalty is when that relationship has reached a point where they don't judge you anymore. They don't judge you anymore. That there's freedom of speech. You can say what you feel when you feel it. That sometimes when it reaches a point of loyalty, you can have the greatest conversation with that person without saying a single word. Do you understand how powerful that is? And once it reaches a point of loyalty, you have no more fear of losing that person. You have no more fear of disappointing that person. That means you have crossed the lines of expectation. That you have not only understood that person by character, by mind, but you have understood that person's heart. That the connection is no longer person to person, but it's heart to heart. That loyalty should be for life, regardless of the change of circumstances. And the ultimate goal in network marketing is to have a large number of relationships that have reached the point of loyalty. So, the goal in network marketing is to reach a point from hello to loyalty. Hello being your first connection with that person, because we all say hello. And the ultimate destination of every relationship is to reach a point of loyalty. And when you have loyalty in your network, when you have loyalty in your relationships, you will rise higher than you can ever imagine. Because why you can rise? Because your loyal friends, your loyal downlines, your loyal uplines, your loyal relationships, they will lift you up higher and higher every single day. Are you guys with me? So this business ultimately, it's about relationships. It's hello to loyalty.